who's all here right now? Let's see. Testing audio. I think my stream is like 1 minute behind, or what I see is a minute behind because I have the YouTube open in a new tab. So I'm just gonna make sure everything is okay. The audio shouldn't be doubled or anything crazy like it was that 1 week. Want to make sure there's no technical errors before I get into anything. And I want to see... Hello. And I want to see if the Kicks person is here, because I kind of want to work on the Kicks pick, but if they're not here or whatever, I'm just going to do a few more sketch requests just to warm up and get back to it. Hey, how's it going? Oh, I'm here. I changed my name to Leafy Kid. Okay, Kicks person is here. We're doing Kicks first, I think, for about an hour, and then we'll round out hour and a half of sketch requests. All the volume is down. The sound killed itself. Can you hear anything? Let's see. It says audio input is good on my end. Can you hear anything at all? I think maybe. It says it's good on my end. It says green. Yay. Yes. Yes, no. I didn't touch anything. It should be good. I want confirmation that the audio is good before I get into anything. Before I'm just like talking to myself in this room. It should be good. It's like an inch away from my face. It's just off cam here. Audio levels look good on OBS. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's good. Multiple people just had their volume down. That's cool. Sweet. Okay. All right. Since the Kicks person is here, we're going to start with about an hour of Kicks. I think I can finish this piece up. It's mostly done. I mean, I just got to do the color. No worries if it was on your end. It just was 2 people at once, so I had to investigate. Okay. New window. Let me look up a pic of Kicks to get the color idea here. Kicks, Animal Crossing. So we'll start with Kicks and then we'll finish with some sketch requests as usual. Okay. And turn off my phone notifications so I can't hear the buzz of anything, because that would be annoying. Alright. Here we go. Kicks. Let me make sure I can see all of your beautiful little messages in the chat. Cool. Okay. For some reason in my mind I thought his hat was orange, so I'm glad I looked up ref, because I would have just done it badly. Nothing Pacific. Yeah, it was good. It was a good time. I went out to visit a friend of mine out on the West Coast. It was a very good time had by all. You know what's funny is, like, I check my hair and everything in like photo booth to make sure it looks good before I get on here, because I'm just using my webcam, and it looks fine, and then I get on here and I look like a diseased child with like super red cheeks and red nose. It's just like, it just looks different on this one, even though it's the same webcam, same lighting. I don't know what the deal is, but it's fine. It's a look. Yeah, it was a good time had by all. Did some 90s thrift shopping. Got some very cool pieces that I'll wear one of them next time. I have them in a pile that needs to be washed, and they're all delicates because they're all like from the 80s and 90s. So I'll wash them and I'll wear something cool next week. One of my finds. My favorite find was this old IBM shirt that, it sounds lame to have a shirt that just says IBM on it, but it has this cool like watercolor design. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'll show it to you guys next week. That'll be my fit next week. It has a cool design on the back too. Maybe I'll just put it online, I don't know. But got some cool stuff. What else did I do? I went karaokeing at a proper karaoke spot, which was tons of fun. I got to meet some new people out there who are really cool, who will be my friends now. So made new friends, got new clothes, went and karaoke'd, went and ate a bunch of really good food. Great time. So, happy to be back and back to work. It's hard. It's like you need a vacation after your vacation, I think is what I tweeted. But that's so real that it feels like traveling is exhausting in and of itself, even though it's just sitting and waiting a lot. So when I got back, I was just beat, and I was like, I'm not streaming this week. Then I had my niece's birthday party, which was a lot of fun. So yeah, good end to September here. Only a few days left in the month. What's my karaoke song of choice? Did I see the Aurora Borealis? No, I did not see the Northern Lights. I didn't know they were going on when I was out there. Shame. I should have checked. My karaoke song of choice, I have a few. I like You Oughta Know by Alanis Morissette. I like, oh, you know what the lighting issue is this bright white screen in front of me. Maybe that's the issue. You Oughta Know by Alanis Morissette. I do Rollin' in the Deep by Adele a lot. I do, let me think of my, like, regulars. I do a lot of stuff. I do Hook by Blues Traveler. That's fun. I don't know. I'll think of them as they come to me. My brain is mush tonight. You've not been here to witness. I had like 4 different client things I had to get done all in the last like 2 hours. So I sprinted to finish those because I'm like, I'm not skipping streaming tonight again because I did last week. I'm not doing that. I already scheduled the stream. That would be really lame to cancel last minute. So if I sound really tired, that's why. I've been drawing stuff all day. And no, these are not the final colors. I'm just putting shapes down, and then we'll work from there. Hook is one of my... Yeah, Hook's great. Hook's a great karaoke pick. I do Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind. I'm jumping all over the place with the topics, by the way. Sorry. But, yeah, long story short, I'm tired. So this will be a 2-hour max kind of stream, but I didn't want to miss it again because that would be lame of me to do. To skip 2 weeks in a row. Tisk tisk. Of Monsters and Men War. Is that your karaoke go-to? I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. I'll have to look it up later. It's less edgy than it sounds. No, it's funny when people do just like completely edgy, just screaming songs at karaoke to break up the vibe. Especially if like somebody just did, because inevitably when there's some guy there that's like 500 years old, you're gonna hear My Way by Frank Sinatra, and it would be a great way to improve the night to just go up there and do like screaming hardcore like songs, because I'm an enemy to all the My Way old people. They're not my friends. There's 2 songs that should be banned from karaoke, and it's My Way and it's Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, because it's too long and we've all heard it 10,000 times and we don't need to hear it again. Those are the 2 that need to get banned. I think I've said others when I've gone on this tangent before. I forget who I say to what, or what I say to who. But yeah, those would be my picks to get rid of from all karaoke songbooks forever. Nobody needs to hear Bohemian Rhapsody again. Ever. Or Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. We're good. We're good on that one. Do I do the pant? Yeah, let's do the pants and the suspenders on a separate layer, and then do the shirt underneath. Wonderwall, yeah, anything Oasis. Well, that should just be banned. Anything Oasis should just be banned, period. Jukeboxes, touch tunes, karaoke. There's no place for that anywhere in society anymore. But definitely Wonderwall should not be at karaoke. What are the other ones that I can't stand hearing people do? I'm just like, oh, not this one again. I don't know. There's not too many, but Bohemian Rhapsody's terrible. Oh, Goodbye Horses. Awful. Awful karaoke song. Because everybody does the like Buffalo Bill bit for the first like 20-30 seconds of the song, and then the song goes on forever and you're just stuck doing that. And it wasn't funny in the first 20 to 30 seconds. It's certainly not funny for the remaining like 5 minutes of the song. So you just look dumb and you just wasted everybody's night. Why does my face look so... It's like so like beaming white on this side. It's making me kind of crazy. All right, we're gonna... Let me see if I can turn the brightness down of the light. Maybe that'll help. Not... Oh my gosh, that's brighter. You know what? Brighter might work because the yellow's washing out the white a little bit. Alright. Normally I don't care about this kind of thing, but I just looked ghostly in the thing. Alright, that looks a little better. Last Christmas. You know, I don't mind Last Christmas because I don't hear it that often at karaoke. If it was a more frequent pick, I think I'd hate it. But I don't hear that one too much. Let me think. There's got to be some other Christmas song I hate. Like, Nobody Does All I Want for Christmas Is You, which you think they would because that's the song. But nobody really does that one at karaoke. I think because they know they can't hit the notes or whatever, and they just don't want to bother trying. I don't know. Satan Bite the Dust. I'm not familiar with that one either. But it sounds edgy. It sounds good. It sounds like a good antidote to My Way. Hi. Hello. How you doing this fine Friday evening? I'm trying to wake up over here. I've had 3 of the mini cans of Diet Coke and I am still not awake. Maybe if I had one regular size one, I'd feel a little more alive. I don't know. You have a default hate for it? For what? For Satan Bite the Dust or for Wonderwall, as previously discussed? Jingle Bells? That would be really funny if somebody got at karaoke and sang Jingle Bells. I always think that idea is funny of singing songs that they're technically songs, but they're not real songs. Like, I think the idea of singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game at karaoke is funny. I think singing the national anthem is funny. Like, nobody ever does stuff like that, but I think that's funny. Oh yeah, you're in Australia. Good morning, then. Oh, Last Christmas, you have a date for that song. Yeah, if you've ever worked any kind of customer service, retail, whatever, I'm sure you have a burning hatred for that song. Understandable. I don't know why I'm picking these colors. I'm just picking any colors, and we'll fix them in a moment here. And I want to kind of sharpen up these shapes a wee bit. Make them a little more interesting. Did you hear My Sims got announced for the Switch? I don't remember reading that last stream, so I'm gonna act like it's brand new news, even if it isn't to me. I don't remember what I was talking about 5 minutes ago, so that's nothing personal. I just don't remember. But that is cool. That's cool news. I haven't played anything on the Switch in a hot minute. I don't know if anybody here has my friend code on Switch, but it probably says last active like 20 years ago or something. It's kind of sad. I want to play something, I just don't know what I'm in the mood for, you know? Every time I browse the eShop or like I'll look for best games on Switch, I think to myself, I'm like, one day they'll make a game that's fun. And that's not true. I've had fun playing lots of games, but that's my first thought. One day they'll make a game that's fun. But I got sucked into... Was My Sims the one that was on the Wii forever ago with the little like chibi Sims? Because that was pretty cool. I liked that. I liked that one. If I'm thinking of the wrong Sims game, my bad. But I have a vague, pleasant memory of playing that on the Wii and enjoying it. So I just don't know what I'm ever in the mood for, you know. Poglins when it comes. When I work at a grocery store during Christmas, they kept playing I Saw Mom Kissing Santa Claus. That's not a good one to have on loop. That's a very annoying one to have on loop. At least Last Christmas by itself is like sonically inoffensive. Like it's pleasant. Like I find George Michael's voice pleasant. But I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. That's just obnoxious. Oh, it's basically just Chow World. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned this before, or somebody did. But I want the Chow game. I want unlimited Chow Garden game. So that sounds fun. You know what? I need a new game that scratches the like Viva Pinata itch, because I was addicted to that. And I think I've mentioned this on stream before, but I was so into Viva Pinata. I think Viva Pinata 2 specifically. That I was dating a guy who had an Xbox, so I don't have the achievement to prove this anymore. But I was so into that game that to completionist all the achievements, you needed to buy this stupid like webcam peripheral for Xbox that nobody's ever used. And I bought one on eBay just so I could plug it in to get the achievement. Like that's how much it meant to me to 100% this Viva Pinata game. So stupid. I have no idea where that webcam is anymore. Probably in a box somewhere. But rest assured I did do that. So anything that scratches that itch, I'll put like 100 hours into. My Sims was the Chibi-esque series, yeah. They're bringing the OG and the Kingdom version to the Switch. Oh, I remember the Kingdom one, like seeing the box art for it and thinking, oh, that looks fun. Because I liked the first My Sims. I thought that was a good time. So I might check that out, actually. Especially if it goes on sale at some point. Like, why not? Throw it in the cart. That way, even if I don't play it that much, I won't feel bad about it, you know? I'll check out a sale. Okay, what is this hand doing? This is where my brain, like, my brain is putting tonight. Okay. Viva Pinata looks like a fever dream. It's really fun. It's really a good time. The big bad. I don't. Do you mean the like swan pig like hybrid animal things, or am I like forgetting something? I don't remember the like lore of Viva Pinata. I just remember obsessing over my garden and like getting every single creature unlocked. That whole experience for me was like a fever dream. I just remember being obsessed with it and not being able to put it down. I think this hand needs to be bigger to match the other one. That's what's throwing me of why it looks so funny. Let me make these fingers just a little bit thicker here. I'm waking up as I draw. I can feel it. I can feel my brain coming to life. Sorry, I felt a little groggy when I hopped on here instead of like, hey guys, how's it going? I'm like, hey, how's everyone doing tonight? The guy in the graduation cap. Why do I not remember this? What's Viva Pinata? I think there were 2 or maybe 3 games for Xbox 360 like 100 years ago because I'm old. They were really cool. You build a little garden and you attract different animal pinatas to your garden by doing different things. Like the fox ones eat the rabbit ones, so if you have the stuff to lure in the rabbit ones and you have a little colony of rabbit ones, then you'll lure in the fox ones, and it's kind of like that. Like you kind of learn how to unlock them, or at some point you don't do it organically, you just Google how to do it because some of it's really convoluted. But which is what I did, but it's a really good time. Highly recommend it if you have access to an Xbox 360 at all, or emulate it or something. I'm sure you can emulate it. It's old enough now, I'm sure you could run it on the computer equivalent of a toaster now, but I also don't know much about the state of Xbox 360 emulation and how hard that is, so. Okay, I need something on this layer. Yes. Yeah, why do I not remember the like villain of Viva Pinata? I remember being disturbed by the like the swan pig hybrid ones that just look miserable. They don't look happy to be alive. I remember that being a little disturbing to me. But it was funny also, so I gave it a pass. Yeah, I'll put this on this layer then, this like collar here. And we'll deal with this blending into this later. You're an old, have never heard of it. Really? It was popular back in the day. I felt like I don't know what year Viva Pinata came out. Let me Google real quick. Oh, why isn't that letting me open a new tab? Do it on my handy dandy phone here. Viva Pinata release date. 2006, so I don't know how old of an old you are, but that was peak high school, nothing better to do but sit around and play games era, but I didn't play it until 2014 or 15 or whenever I was in California. Good times. So I was late to the Viva Pinata party myself, but I don't know how old of an old you are. I think anybody over 20 is considered ancient on the internet anymore, so I'm like minutes away from retirement at 34 here. They are digging my grave as we speak. So I see people call people old on Twitter and the person's like 25 and I'm like, girl, you have no idea how much older you can get. It's unbelievable. It just keeps happening. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Let's do, I want the neck here, but I want to erase that, do Do I want a neck? He doesn't... His head kind of just plops right on top, so maybe I'll just... where's the head layer? I'll just bring the head down a wee bit here. Like that. Yeah, it's kind of like butted right up against his whole deal, his whole torso and everything. He doesn't have like a neck. Just turned 39. Salute, respect, a true old. If you're still taking requests, Freddy Fazbear Chica Chicken. Yeah, let me pull out the request thing. I have a list ongoing. I don't know if you know the deal. I have a list. I'll do a random list picker thing at some point on the stream, and it will randomly pick from said list. So thank you for your suggestions. I've added them both. Thought we were... No offense taken. Everybody thinks I'm younger than I am, which I take as a compliment. Part of it is just fat in my face keeps my face nice and round and cherubic. I don't have very many wrinkles for 34. I also don't leave the house much, so I don't get a lot of sunlight. I think that's part of it. And I do a lot of brain damage by watching a lot of TikTok, so I'm hip with the Zoomers and their slang and their interests for the most part. So mentally young, physically young. So I don't take offense to it at all. Thank you for the compliment. Nobody believes I'm 34 when I tell them, which is fun. Let's do an eyeball. These colors are absolutely horrible. I'm sorry for what I'm doing to your eyeballs right now. My brain doesn't even perceive it. I'm just thinking make shape. Make shape that match. I do not think about colors until it's time to do the colors, you know? But I should put some thought into it, because this is just... This is grim right here. Let's do clipping mask. 30 plus gang, rise up. Rise up, but not too fast. You get dizzy. Or is that just me with my low iron? Rise up, but watch your joints. I have one knee that just makes a popcorn crackling noise every time I extend it. I don't know why. I don't know when it started. I don't know how to make it stop. It just does that. And that's just something I live with every day. No pain, it just makes a funny crunching noise. It's just things that happen to you when you turn 30. As my knees crack, yup. You get it. What? Mandian skin in the... Is that an Australian thing? I don't know what that is. Alright. This is on a clipping mask, so what we're gonna do is lower the opacity and do this little stripy stripe of color, and then raise the opacity so I can see what the heck I'm doing. There we go. Bring that in here. And then we'll do the little nosy and the pupil and the stripe on the tail. And I think that's it for details. Let me pull up this Kix ref again. Yeah, and then just like the lines and the buttons and like little stuff we'll do on a whole new layer. Cool. Getting close to the flats being done. It stinks that you can't do a clipping mask on top of a clipping mask. That's annoying because I'd like to do one for the pupil inside the eye. Oh wait, the eye's in a different layer. Problem solved. We can do this. Alright. Then we're going to lower the opacity of this, turn this off so we can see what we're doing. Do a black pupil here. That will be red later. I forgot Kix's eye was red. Thank you, ref. Gertrude from I Hate Fairyland. I don't know what that is, but I'll add it to the list, sure. Gertrude, I Hate Fairyland. New to the stream, Octavian from Animal Crossing. Fun fact about me. If you don't know my lore, I have drawn every single Animal Crossing villager in the series. I need to make a web page compiling all of them like I used to have on my old site, but I transferred my site over to Squarespace and I haven't bothered to make a page documenting all of them yet. But there's a YouTube video on my channel saying like I drew them all for real with like a time lapse of all of them. So you can scroll through there to find, I think I have to like add timestamps so it's like per letter or whatever. But I have drawn Octavian, however I will add him because I'm not opposed to drawing a villager again. But just FYI, if you don't know my whole deal. That's how I got into YouTube. I did a video like, I'm drawing all the Animal Crossing characters starting with the letter A, and then I did like one for every letter. a video for like either every letter or every 3 or 4 letters, depending on how many critters there were per letter. And now I'm doing live streams because it's more fun and chill than like sitting and scripting and editing a video. Did I ever look into Life is Strange? I think I watched a trailer for the old ones. Like, are they doing a re-release? They look cool. I don't know if it's my type of game because I like playing more like life sim, building and decorating type things, but they look cool. Mandarins. Oh, mandarins. Okay. I thought it was some like Australia thing. Meowth from Team Rocket. Yes, I will add Meowth from Team Rocket to the list. Meowth. Alright. Now I just need to do the nose. I feel like I'm so all over the place, and then I watch the streams back a little bit just to make sure the audio is good. And I'm like, I sound totally normal, but in my head I sound like a rambling lunatic. I don't know. Hopefully I come across relatively sane to the audience. I feel like I'm all over the place every night that I do this. Alright. And my posture's horrific, as usual. Clipping mask. Lower the opacity. And he has like 3 layers of color, so this will be interesting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this will get me started on solidifying the color. I'm gonna do 1 clipping mask for the second layer of color on the tail, and then I'm gonna actually change them both to the correct color, and then do another clipping mask so I can merge the 2 together. That's how we're gonna do this. I'm just telling myself, because I'm gonna forget what I'm doing here in a minute. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this whole thing. Right? Yes, if I do... Oh, I have a better idea. I don't need to do all that. I can just do 1 clipping mask and then just do the bottom and the top layer. And then I don't have to commit to color. Adoy. Brain is warming up, folks. Like a car in the driveway on a Michigan winter morning. It is warming up. They aren't doing a re-release, but a new game is coming out in 2 weeks. Okay, that was it. It's best not to No, I totally agree. I skim through it. I don't like sit and watch the whole stream. I just like skim to make sure like any parts of it that I thought there was something wrong with the audio or whatever, that it was fine. But when I do watch myself, I think I come across well. Like I'm like, okay, everything looks and sounds fine. I sound normal. But as I'm talking to you live on stream now, I feel like I'm jumping from topic to topic every 20 seconds, and I don't know. I feel insane. And then I watch the stream back and I'm like, oh, this is just a chill art stream. It's fine. You're doing fine. So if anything, it's reassuring instead of like, oh god, I don't want to perceive myself. Which is how I felt doing YouTube videos, honestly. That's another reason I don't do the like scripted videos. I hated like setting the camera up, like filming myself. Even though nobody asked me to do that, I could have just put the art footage on stream. I just thought it looked more YouTube to have like cuts between my face and like footage, or I don't know. I wanted to do YouTube right, you know, really give it a chance because I had nothing better to do at the time. But I really got in my own head about like, oh, my face has too many bumps on it and like one hair is out of place. I gotta redo the whole shot. It was insane. And like nobody cared except me, and it just made me feel crazy. So live streaming is a lot more chill and relaxing in that way. Like, I look like what I look like. I'm a tiny little bubble on the screen. I'm a friendly voice to narrate whatever I'm doing. It's fine. It's all good. And people seem to like it. I mean, people keep showing up for the streams. So, it's all good. Is this really at 100% opacity? Okay. It's a lot less stressful than I thought it was going to be, streaming, honestly. The most stressful part was taking care of the tech stuff, to be 100% honest. It's like figuring out why the screen aspect ratio was messed up and like making sure the mic worked and everything. That was more stressful than like going live. Alright, see, that's messy, so we're going to fix that. And then I'm going to do a layer with all the little details like the buttons and things like that, the little things on the suspenders, and then we can fix this color up. And this will all come together pretty fast, honestly, once I get the detail layer in. Is this at 100% opacity? Okay. I don't know why, I don't know if you can even register what's going on, but like the color is ever so slightly different, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna get funky with it anyhow. Yeah, live streaming is more chill than doing scripted YouTube videos any day of the week. It's so much easier. Okay, making sure my chat's good. Okay. Sorry, I moved something around here somehow. Alright, new layer. Details. Do I have the details on the sketch? Hard to tell because I have to turn every single layer off. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to look at the ref and do it on a new layer. Forget it. The sketch. I'm getting rid of it for now. Seeing what's wrong underneath. Okay, so first of all, this collar. Bring this up so it like... Yeah. Goes to about here. And then I want to sharpen up some of these corners and tighten them up a little bit so it's not as round. Make the fur look a little bit more, I don't know, pointy, cool. Wait. Why is this a different layer? Am I crazy? Alright. Get rid of this. We're doing the correct layer. Okay. This is what I get for making like multiple layers the same color. Horrible idea. I just want to tighten up some of these edges and make them kind of interesting and straights against curves, you know? Okay, and then I want to kind of... Oh. Different layer. Boots. I want to carve that in a little bit. The tail... I want to sharpen up these points a little bit. I think that's a more interesting shape. It's so fluffy, thank you. I'm not going to do too much to change the tail because I do like how fluffy it is, but I just wanted to, you know, have a little bit of a straight, maybe not perfectly straight, but something interesting with it. Looks alright. Fix that little bump here. Okay. I think that's looking okay. Let me see. I'm looking at the ref now. It has like a bigger chunk. It's almost like a shark fin. Where it's got a little... like this taken out. Yeah. I like that. And then this goes more into the curve. Like that. And take a bigger chunk here. Yes. That looks cool. To me, that looks cool. I like that. And then similarly, there's another chunk down here. So, let me see. Go in like this. And then we'll fix that little point. Have it come up like a so. I don't want to ruin the rhythm of the tail, but I do want to add a little point in here. We're going to make it a little smaller and less obvious than the ref because I like this line we got going on here. So I'm going to keep that. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm going to round that out just a little bit. Okay, I'm feeling that. I'm going to round this out a little bit more too. Because I don't want to ruin that nice rhythm. Maybe widen this a tad. Okay, I'm feeling that. Your kicks. Do you primarily work in Procreate? Yes. As far as streams, exclusively in Procreate, just because it's easy to use for me. It works for my brain. For client work, I do a mix of Procreate, Adobe Animate, and Adobe Illustrator, and sometimes Photoshop for touch-ups. But for streaming, Procreate all day, every day. So much better. It's just easy. It's intuitive. It's fun to draw in Procreate. it's less fun to draw something in Adobe Illustrator. It's just clients need vector work. And the best freehand vector thing I've found is just drawing in Adobe Animate and then exporting to SVG. Because I've tried like Inkscape and Affinity and all these other things that have vector, and they're not doing it for me. One day they will invent an app for me specifically. Someone who wants to freehand draw like this and have it be vector. Because they say, oh, just do everything in Illustrator. No, because then you got to do the pen tool where you're connecting point to point like this, and then having to manually bend it. Like, no, that's not drawing. I'm sorry. That's not illustration. It's so rough for my brain. I wonder if Kix has a cousin named Trips. Yeah, that would be cute. I like drawing more in Procreate than finishing art in Photoshop. Yeah, you can do a lot. You couldn't miss your Kix. You're watching from a hot car in a parking lot. I hope the car gets less hot. Do you have AC? Windows down and move the car around a little bit. I don't want you boiling yourself in the car just to watch a stream. That wouldn't be good. But I appreciate your commitment to Kix. I respect it. Honestly, respect. Do some buttons here. I love that Kix is so popular with you guys. I forget what I was even talking about. Just my brain went hot car, and that's all I can think is, God, I hope you're okay in the hot car. That's like the best and worst feeling is when you get into a car and it's boiling lava hot. It's kind of a good feeling if you just got out of somewhere that had obscenely cold air conditioning. It's like a sauna treatment. It's like the poor man's sauna treatment. You go from the super ice cold conditions of the AC to the boiling hot car, you know? This is what people pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for, to get in like an ice cold lake and a sauna room. Just do it with a hot car and a ice cold air conditioned grocery store, same thing. It's worth the sacrifice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have the door open and windows down, but it's hot right now, so it's not really helping. Dang, how hot is it there? It was beautiful today here. Slightly chilly, but not chilly enough. Yeah, it's true. You're the Kix person. Yeah. Happy drawing. Thank you so much. And the stream will be available to rewatch later on. So for anyone watching who's roasting themselves to death in a hot car, you don't have to suffer if you don't want. I promise I'll finish Kix in this stream. Alright. Let's get some actual color on Kix here that matches his whole deal. I'm just going to eyeball, and then we can go from there. I'm going to do a flat wash of everything, and then I'm going to go in with my favorite Stickman and see if that does anything for me. But we're just going to do the flats right now, just to get some more accurate color laid down. Ooh. Actually, I kind of liked what Stickman was doing there, but we'll come back to Stickman. This is a pro Stickman brush stream. I love that thing. It adds so much color variation. I love it. We're gonna do a more saturated, deeper, like he's got like a steely blue. We're gonna go a little bit more saturated than he is, and it's almost green. It's like a green-gray blue. Yeah, that's about right for Kix. We're gonna do that same color on his head. You were in the hot car anyway. You know what? Fair enough. If you were already sitting there in the first place, then why not enjoy a stream? Just keep those windows rolled down or whatnot to make sure you're good. Oh, he has like white hands too. Let me go fix that in a moment. And fix this, how this is overlaid on top of the hand. That's no good. And were there other little details too? I guess he's got like a little seam in his pants here. Let me zoom into the rough. And he has like a little detail on his sleeve. Like a this. Oops, not like a that. Like a this. He's got like a little button here, it looks like. And then he has... Okay, I'm gonna make the suspender things a wee bit longer. and pointier. Like so. And then I'm going to go on a layer underneath and do another detail layer, because this one will want to be a different color than that one. And then he's got like a little pocket here. And he's got the little fly here. And, oh, get rid of that. And he has, does he have any details on the little boot? Oh, he has a little pocket on his shirt. We're gonna just barely be able to see that peek out over here. But I do want to have all his cute little details. Little pocket. Got the buttons. Does he have anything going on with his boots? Maybe I need a higher resolution. Yeah, let me look up a high-res Kix. Kix Animal Crossing. Show me his wee little boots. Show them to me. That's fan art. That's a little too detailed. I can't really tell if he has anything like a stripe on his boots or anything. Is that really the highest official ref of him? Wikipedia, show me the high-res Kix. It's gonna be like 90 in the car. Oof. Yeah, that's cooking. Alright, open this image in a new tab. This one's a little bit bigger. It looks like he just has a little stripe at the tippy top of his boot here, so we're just gonna do that. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything cute on his wee little boots. Ooh. There we go. Hey, how's it going? Feel like it's even hotter than that? Well, if you're in a hot car, it's gonna feel like 100 degrees. In my experience. Whether it's actually 100 degrees or not, it's gonna feel like it. Okay, and then we're gonna do a clipping mask on here and make this the same white type of color as the end of the tail. It's not technically white, but it'll pop against a white background until we figure out what we're doing with the background here. We're gonna fix this situation. So he's got his little paws wrapped around the thing here. And we gotta do those lines on the detail layer as well. The little hand paw lines, just to show what's going on. Something like that. And this will give me an idea of what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. So, I'll go fix that underneath, because that looks okay to me. We're gonna go to, where's the hand? Where's the hand? Right here. I think if I just square it off like that, it'll read, you know, like it looks like the hand. And then just square that off. Yeah, that reads like a little paw wrapped around his suspenders. His suspender straps. That looks alright. And then, why did I put half the details on one layer, half the other? That's gonna be really annoying, but this is what I do to myself. And then we want this collar to overlap the suspender strap a little bit, so I'm just gonna erase some of the suspender. Just to do like so. And then go on to that layer and add that. Like that. That's looking alright. Let's see. Hello, Autism Awareness Month. It's coming up in a few days. Cool. I will maybe retweet something that somebody posts something cool about it. I've been like lurking Twitter more often, so maybe I'll post more often. And it took me like what, 2-3 weeks to post that French fly piece. I'm just like, I'm out of my like social media content brain mode. I need to get more content brained. But yeah, if I see anything cool somebody shares about Autism Awareness Month, I'll repost it. Because I have many friends who are on the autism spectrum. And they're all very cool people who I love very much. Yeah, it took me like what 2-3 weeks to post Funchfly, and I still haven't posted Funchfly to my Instagram or Tumblr or anything either. So I'm just out of the game. Brain is nowhere to be found for content posting. What was I doing? Okay, tail. What is this layer? Oh, this is just like the little shadow under the head. We're gonna do this color, and then have to erase this little bit here. Where is that? Right here. Shirt. See, things would be a lot better if I labeled my layers, but who has time? Not I. I'm not doing that. Yay for you. Cool, cool. No, I don't want to do round render. Let's keep with the dry ink brush. Let's do like this gray brown here, and then for the pant, like a nice orange, because that's going to be the shadowier color of the default pant color, which is a little lighter than that, and a cream colored top. Yeah, like a creamy off-white. I think that works. And then I want to fix this hand situation here, because this is not looking nice and smooth the way I'd like it to. I think we're going to actually smooth it out with the round render brush, just to make it nice and soft like the ref. I kind of like that you can see a little bit of the texture peeking through underneath. I think that's kind of interesting. Yeah, that looks good zoomed out. And this is the thing I was ranting about either last stream or the stream before, I can't remember because it was forever ago. Don't zoom in too much on what you're working on, because you're going to get lost in the sauce on these little details, and when you post the art, nobody's going to be able to tell. So, fun tip from me. Don't zoom in too much. You're going to miss the forest for the trees. You need a big picture look at your piece. And that looks good from far away, so I'm going to keep it. What was the next layer? The hands. Okay, let's do... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's the fingers. Interesting. Alright, well, we're gonna do that color, and we're also gonna do... Where in the heck is this? Right. What on earth? Where is this layer with that? Where is that? Alright, I'm losing my marbles now. It's right here, right? Huh. Well, whatever. Nope. We're just gonna do a new layer. Folks, we're ignoring that. We're just doing a new layer on top because I don't know what's going on. I don't want to waste the whole stream looking for a layer, so we're just gonna draw on top. We're doing it live. Literally, we're just doing it live. Here we go. Okay, that looks cool. Maybe a little bit of white should be there as well, but a little bit darker. Yeah. Yeah, that looks cool. Maybe a little bit less intense, just a little touch of it. Yeah, that looks alright. And where on earth is this layer now? I'm losing my marbles. Where is that layer? What am I doing wrong here? We're gonna put this on top of all of this stuff. Or not. Yeah. We're putting this layer on top of everything because it's making me insane right now. And we're gonna paint manually on top just to cover this up because I don't know what layer this is or what's going on. And we're trying to finish kicks this evening, folks. Alright, that looks fine. Now moving on. What's the next task? This shirt collar and sleeve. We're going to make it an ever so slightly darker version of the actual shirt color. That looks good. Maybe a little bit darker just so you can read it a little better popping out against the shirt. That looks okay. And then the suspenders, or rather the trousers. A little bit lighter and brighter, a little bit more yellowy. It's like a mustardy yellow. So something like this. Well, the straps are a different color entirely. We'll get to in a second. Maybe, no, it's like brighter than that. Yeah, that looks cool. Let's go with that. And we're going to use that same color, but a little bit brighter for the hat later on as well. The head we're going to leave alone for a second. The ears and the little snout thing. It's like this, and then there's a touch of like darker blue. It's a little bit brighter, like on the outside. We're going to do that with the round render too, just to make it nice and soft. And fuzzy. I like how that looks. That looks cute. And we're also going to do it here as a form of shading underneath the hair, because I think that looks good. And then the ear is like a, I guess, a coral pink. A little bit brighter than that. Yeah. And then a little bit of this. That looks cool. It's just a nice, simple, soft touch. This is the eyeball. We're going to go in with just white. And then we're going to use this blue as the shading here. So these things we're not going to touch with the Stickman brush for extra texture. We're just going to leave these be. This morning in Australia. Yeah, how's your morning going so far? All the way over there. And then this is like a real dark, ooh, that's not quite right. It's like a little bit more saturated and just a touch more purple than that. Not quite that purple. Something like that. And then we'll do a little bit darker on top as well. That looks cool. Maybe a little bit darker. Look at this. That looks pretty cool. Just a smidge brighter underneath it. Cute. Alright, and then next is the nose, which we're just going to do the same color as the ear to make that cohesive. Nice little light on top. Maybe just a smidge darker, because I don't like how light it is against the white. Just a touch. Yeah, that looks cool. And the hair is the same deal where it's like white on top and then a little bit darker blue on bottom. We're going to use the colors from the tail. And actually I'm going to do a clipping mask for this as well. Something like that. Yeah, and we'll mess with the tone of that in a minute here with the Stickman brush. For the hat, we're going to do the same color as the pants, and then we're going to lighten and brighten it up at the top here. Actually, I'm going to mess with that with the Stickman brush in a minute, so we're going to leave it be. And then the suspenders and the sleeve, I think, are the two things that need real color. So, our suspenders are in the same layer as the pants, and they are like a creamy tan sort of color. Just a hint of pink, I think. That looks about right, but we're gonna mess with that because I don't like how close that is in tone to the, it's getting kind of lost here. So we're gonna cheat it and make it like a little more saturated and dark just so you can see it against the, yeah, like the collar and stuff. Yeah, that's much more visible. Cool. And we might even make this just a bit more saturated or something. It's got to pop a little bit better. And then maybe a little darker on the bottom just so you can see it against this light shirt. Just fiddle with it until it's readable, you know? Just want to be able to see it when it's zoomed out. You can kind of tell what's going on. Cool. And then this is the shoulder, right? Where the heck is this? Where the heck is this? Oh, it's right here. Oops. Okay. So this would be this, but I'm going to make that even darker so you can see it. I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to make it so dark. There we go. It's in the background anyway. It doesn't matter if it's the right color. It's fine. I feel like I'm staring like this the whole time. Alright, let me readjust my posture here because it's horrific. Okay, that feels better. Sitting upright. I was doing the hunched completely like over thing. Not good for me. Alright, where were we? I think all I need to do is little details for colors. So we're gonna do this one first. This is the pants, shoes, pocket. So the pants. Sorry, I didn't mean to tap my mic there just in case it made a weird noise. We're gonna do this. You got a haircut for the first time today in like a while, so that was cool. Cool, what kind of haircut did you get? You get a mullet or something fun? Or a wolf cut? Or whatever the cool haircut is the kids are doing these days, I don't know. I get the same haircut every time I get a haircut. But it is exciting. You feel so much lighter and fresher when you walk out of the salon, huh? Feel like a new person. And then this layer is the rest of the details. So, I feel like I've just been talking to myself about color selection for a while. Gotta mix it up with salon talk. Oh, I messed up. The sleeve isn't supposed to be blue. Duh, let's go fix that. It's technically the same color as the rest of the shirt, so we're gonna do this and then like fade it into this color. Something like that. And then we're gonna fade this color a tad darker at the edge so it's different. Oop, not there. Like here. Yeah, that looks cool. We're gonna do that just so you can make out the shapes against each other. That looks alright. Just a short, I guess, bob. I don't know, just want, yeah, I feel that. Especially if it's hot out, right? You want it off your neck. This is the longest my hair has been in years. Like, since I did old YouTube videos where it was, like, maybe a couple inches longer than this. I need to get it cut again in a little bit. But I have the problem with hairdressers where you tell them, like, 1 or 2 inches and they take off, like, 5. And then you're in an awkward, like, regrowing phase for months. So last time I just said an inch and she actually took off just an inch. And now I need, like, 2 or 3 inches taken off. So I'll tell her 1.5 inches and maybe she'll do 2 or 3. What did I want to do next? Oh yeah, the hat. Detail layer. Detail layer. Ugh. Detail layer. I think this button is black on him, but I don't want anything more high contrast than the eye. So we're going to make it brown. Speaking up, maybe I want this area underneath, this like little shadow here, to lighten up the bottom as well, because I don't like that that's almost pure black. Yeah, lighten that up a little. Back to the detail layer. These suspender things are very dark brown, so we're going to do that. We're just going to steal the color from the boots. Maybe a little bit lighter. Trying not to hiccup right now because that would be really annoying. And then this line on the shirt, we're going to make that a little more subtle, even more subtle than that. Like this. That's looking pretty cool. And then the hat, last but not least. You know, I might do a clipping mask layer on the hat for the shading. I might do that here in a second like I did with the hair. Just to make sure that shape is good. Chat disconnected. Oh, it reconnected. Good. Crisis averted. I'm like, why? What did I do? We're gonna do the shadow color here as its own layer, just to help define. It's just this little piece here when I'm looking at the ref, just to make the hat look a little more round in front, give it a little more shape. We're even going to soften the edge a little bit. I said soften. To manually do it. There. looks cool. Alright, that's looking pretty good. I do want to fix... Where's the head? Right here. And we're going to do some fun things with texture here in a moment. But I want to fix the curve of the head. It wasn't like... It was just a little bit wonky for my liking. That looks better, zoomed out. And we're going to do a fun, funky background color behind him real quick. I kind of want to do Nico Roll. And what color would be good behind Kix? See, he's yellow and blue. Maybe like a sunsetty orange, like a dusty, but that'll blend too much in his ears. Maybe something just really light, like a gray. Ooh, but that'll blend in with the tail. See, this is tricky. Here, let's just mess with background color and see what he pops on. Everything kind of blends into something. This is the problem. We might just leave it white background for tonight and then come back to it. Or for now and come back to it. Ooh, maybe just like a dark, dark brown? No, he's getting kind of lost. Yeah, maybe something like that. Like a deep chocolatey kind of brown, and then brighten up his blues a little bit so he pops. This like dusty gray brown. That might work. Let's try that as a color. Put that on a new layer. Change the background to white. And we'll try this, and if it doesn't work, then we can always just turn it off and go back to a white background. It's no big deal. Because sometimes stuff just looks better on the plain white background, you know? This looks kind of sooty. He looks like a little chimney sweep. I don't know. Are we feeling it, gang? Should we stick with white? Should I do this little, like, chimney sweep and then maybe, like, gray behind it? No, I'm not feeling that. No. Let me make it just a little bit behind him and not all the way. I don't know if that's doing anything for him. He's getting kind of lost in it. I like the texture of it, but like, I don't know. I don't know if he needs a background either. Let me lower the opacity of that like dramatically. Maybe just like a little, yeah, that's a lot better actually. Just a subtle little like something. Yeah, simpler is better. Alright, I made up my mind. I didn't even wait for chat feedback to come through. I just made up my own mind. I like that like kind of crusty, rusty texture though. I think that's cool. He's got a little chimney sweep look to him. I think it suits him. We can come back to that too. It's not really important. Wouldn't want his background to be green. Yeah. The really light yellow is cute. Yeah, make the background green because he's a skunk now. So you didn't hear a few things. Oh, you probably didn't miss anything. You probably just missed me talking about my bad posture or something. I guarantee you didn't miss anything interesting. Put him in a clothes shop. Ooh, I could do a full background. That would be a whole nother stream, but I could in another stream or something. We'll come back to that idea another time, maybe. For now, we're going to keep it real simple. Because I do want to get to, it's 8:30, I've been streaming about an hour. Yeah, I do want to wrap up Kix, and then I do want to do some requests here. Some sketch requests for the people who've been patiently waiting for their chance to get a sketch request. Can't believe it's been an hour, it's been zooming. I want to try something with this Stickman brush. I want to see if I can get, not there, some interesting color variation. See, I don't like that. I don't like the green that it's doing here. Maybe I just go in with the regular Nico Rule and just kind of like go over some of that. Because I like the rough texture it's giving me, but I'm not crazy about like the green it was giving me. But I like that little bit of roughness. Yeah, that looks okay. Just a little bit darker underneath. And then smooth it here. And then I also want a little bit of dark underneath where the hat and the hair is. Yeah, I kind of like where this is going. It's a little bit of a defined shadow and it's a little bit choppy and crunchy of a texture, which I'm into. I like a crunchy, gritty kind of thing. And then just under the hat. It's real subtle. I don't even know if you can tell on the YouTube. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's just subtle. Mabel another time. Yeah, that would be cute. Street corner, not in a shop. He could have his own shop. No. You know, he could be stopping in to visit the Able sisters, you know? Who knows? We can invent new stories here. For my city expansion to Animal Crossing, that'll never happen in a million years. Kick could have his own little shop in a little like city boutique, one of those little places that you don't know how they stay in business, but they probably just sell most of their stuff online. He has a boutique shoe store in my mind. There's so many places like that in Chicago where it's like, what do you mean all you sell is like greeting cards, stickers, and novelty t-shirts? And you've been in business for 10 years, like what are you talking about? And they're not the typical like Chicago tourist stuff. It's like, it's art like art that I do on this stream, but of like a Chicago dog or like a possum sticker saying like I'm feeling feral today, or you know, like all that kind of hip stuff. And they just, that's all they sell, and they're still in business. I don't know how they do it, but like I said, it's probably mostly online sales or something. But the rent is not cheap. Kudos. Maybe I need to start selling stickers and greeting cards or something. I have one sticker on my website. Nobody has bought it, but I also have not advertised it, so that's nobody's fault but my own. I would like to make more stickers, but I don't know of what yet. I'll think of something. Maybe I'll do a Chicago dog sticker and put it on Etsy and see if anybody bites on the dog. He stands outside flipping a coin and sells these shoes. Oh, I should have had him flipping a coin. I'm not going to change it now, but that would be cute. Have him with one paw flipping a coin. I'm really feral today. Like a pin. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to go back in on this layer with the Stickman, because I like that like baby blue it's giving me with the purple. I think that's really cool. But it's also blending in with that gray quite a lot. So I might make the gray behind it just a tad darker, because I like this like weird light blue lavender thing it's giving me for this. I think that's really cool. And maybe soften it with the actual color on top, just to make it less in your face. But I like that. I like that little bit of like purple in there. I think that's interesting. So we're gonna go on this layer, maybe do a clipping mask so I don't mess anything up. Oh, did I make... Okay. I thought I reached max layers already. I'm like, oh no. Make this a little darker. And then make it... Already that's looking better. Maybe make it just a smidge darker. Oop. Oh, because it's a clipping mask, it's not going to be like dark. That's fine. Just a little bit darker behind there so you can see it a little better. I think that looks cool. Maybe... It's like, it's hard, because if I take it all the way down, you can read that color better. Know what I mean? It's tricky balance. It's tricky. If I make it dark enough... I'm overthinking everything like I tend to. Delete this. Make this opacity like here, like I said. Alpha lock it. And go in with an even darker color. Because I like that blue. What else can I do? What's another option? We can make it lighter and brighter so it stands out even more. We can do that. Yeah, we'll go in with this, but then even brighter. And just do the edge of the tail in that so you can really see it. And then it's still not getting rid of all that nice blue and purple, it's just kind of hidden in there. I like that. Just everywhere the gray touches, kind of do it with that. And then it looks a little sooty and gray at the end of the tail, which I think is kind of nice. I think that's a good happy medium. And I'm gonna erase a little bit of the background as well. Just like add a little bit more texture and bring some of that white in. And it still kind of reads as a rectangle a little bit. Maybe not that much. Just a touch. Just a touch of this. Yeah. I like that grittiness. I don't know why that's really doing it for me today. And similarly, the snout. I want to brighten that up a little bit and make that whiter so you can actually see it. I'm actually just going to go in with the round render and just really cut that with some bright white so it pops against that gray. And I'm going to do the same on the hair, because it didn't pop on the white background, or rather it did pop on the white background, it doesn't now. So we're going to brighten that up. And already that's looking a lot more readable on that gray. That's looking a lot better. It's all just finding this happy little balance, right? He's so cute. Thank you. There's purple on the bottom of the tail. Yeah, I think I fixed that now, right? Yeah. I did want to do... What was another thing I wanted to try? I wanted to get some texture on his boots because I want them to look a little bit muddy. I'm spending quite a while on Kix, so I will do requests even if I have to stay on later than I planned on it, but I just want to make sure he looks good. Because I had been promising Kix for quite a few streams, and quite a few of you love him. So... Ooh, I don't know if I like the green that it's giving me. Ooh, I keep tapping my mic with the... pencil. Apologies if that made a noise. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna go into Stickman. Color dynamics. We're gonna make it veer a little cool instead of warm, and we're gonna see if that fixes it. It's still giving me kind of like a Shrek green, but I kind of like that better. It's got like a purpley red to it. More of that red color, less of the green color. Yeah, give me more of that chunky purple red stuff. Not the green. I want the green to be canceled out by the... Yeah, that's better. And then go back in with Nico Roll. Pick a brown and kind of smooth out some of that green. Just wanted a little bit of texture in the boots. If that's alright. Make them a little bit more brown. Yeah, I just wanted them to look a little, you know. Oh, he cleans and sells the shoes, but he's so busy working. You know what? Good point. Here, we're gonna do the opposite then. You know what? We're gonna do undo all this. You have a really good point. He sells shoes. What am I thinking? We're gonna make his shoes shiny. We're gonna make these boots. Yeah, what am I thinking? He sells the shoes. It's ridiculous. Okay. I just like texture. See, I'm a texture hog. But we're going to do a little bit darker, and then we're going to do round render. We're going to do a nice bright color, and we're going to go in and we're going to shine these boots up. We're going to do fun texture a different way. Let's do like this. And then like this. We're gonna give him shiny boots, because you're absolutely right. I was not thinking clearly. He sells these. He's proud of his shoes. Utterly ridiculous. Yeah. In my mind, I'm thinking he's hauling his wares around all day, and in the town square, they're gonna get scuffed, but he knows better than that. He knows how to take care of his boots. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do white on top of that to make it even shinier. And maybe this is a ridiculous amount of shine, like over-rendered for this kind of thing, but from a distance, he's got shiny little squeaky boots. I think that's better. What do we feel about that? It's funny, the chat's like a minute behind me, so I'm just seeing the request now to make the boots shiny, so I hope this is to your liking. Shoes are his life. You guys are so right. See, this is how out of it I am. I'm just like, yeah, mud would be good. No thoughts. I'm also going to go in on the hand layer and whiten up the hands here. so they stand out. Shiny little booties. Yes, I'm gonna put the boots front and center on the screen so y'all can see the boots. And also I got a glimpse of myself from this angle where I'm like this. So I'm gonna be more head on because that was not a great angle for me just to witness. I think he's amazing. 10 out of 10. Thank you. I'm going to brighten his pants a little bit to make them stand out. We're gonna go on his hat also, and then I think we're gonna wrap him up for tonight. I might revisit him another stream, maybe. Just to do some other little nitpicky things, but I do want to get to some requests as well this evening, so. Maybe even lighter than that, because I want it to pop on the gray. Yeah, I think that looks good. That looks cool on the gray. And then similarly, we're gonna do the same. We're gonna do a clipping mask, actually. I'm gonna do like this, and we're gonna erase this so it's not as intense. So something like... Thank you guys for heckling me about the boots. You're 100% right. You were attacked by cute small dogs a minute ago. What kind? Like a corgi? Because corgis are powerful and dense little guys. They're not to be messed with. Incredibly dense. I'm not crazy about that, actually. We're gonna back this up. Simplify. Alpha Lock. We're gonna try Stickman and see what Stickman does with the yellow. Hate that green that it's doing. Okay, use a little bit less pressure. Okay, I like the red it's doing. And then we're gonna soften that up. So I like the grain it's adding. It's giving me like a tartan hat or something. Tartan. I don't know how to say that. And like tweed or something. And then we're going to soften that up by going over it with the actual color, just to blur that out a bit. And then we're going to add some noise on top to add a little bit more texture. But I like that it adds just a little bit of mess and grain there. I like that. That's doing it for me. And then this, I'm going to adjust the hue of, or the saturation of, and we're going to make it a little bit darker. Cool. He's looking pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna add a noise layer. Oh, you know what? This is kind of a cheaty thing, but I want to add a little bit of like an eyeliner. It's not a cheat. Who says he doesn't have a little bit of like a soft? I want his eye to stand out a little more, be a little bit more high contrast, because I want that to be the thing you look at. So I'm gonna do a real soft like guy liner on Kix, and I'm going to reduce the opacity of this too. It's not going to be this intense, but I just want to make sure that his eyes are getting the focus. And actually in the ref he has like a little dark shadow around his eye a little bit. I just want to make sure that they're high contrast enough that you're getting the right I don't know, focal point. I don't know if I need to reduce the opacity that much. I think that looks pretty good. We're going to soften it up with the round brush on the edge, just to make it less harsh. It's like smudging your eyeliner with a pencil, something like that. I think that looks cool, and it does draw you into the eye a little bit more. So last but not least, we're going to do a noise layer. Let's do... I think I did this before where I did noise and then I wasn't able to adjust color. So let's just do Bonobo chalk brush for noise, and then we're going to change the color of this to make it something interesting. We'll figure out what works in a second. Usually pinks make art look cool at the end. Alpha Lock that. Let's try like a nice bright warm pink like this. Oof, sorry, I keep bumping the microphone. I hope you guys can't hear that when I bump the mic. And then we'll mess with adjustment layers and see what looks cool. Maybe a purple would work better for him. Ooh, I like overlay, but I'm not feeling the pink. Let's try like a saturated purple. Ooh, that's cool. That kind of cools down the image a little bit. I'm into that. Because it's so, like, gray, and then if you turn it up, it's just... It warms it up a little bit, but also cools it off. I'm into that. That adds a little dimension to the gray, I think. Something like that. And then maybe lower the opacity just a smidge. It's subtle, but I'm feeling it. What do we all think, chat? I'm going to put him nice and big on the screen for y'all to witness. I'm going to take a drink of water here for a sec. Because I have not done that the whole stream. You're getting him dirty? No, he's clean. The whole image is noisy. He's squeaky clean. Say, wait, what? A Pomeranian mixed with Chihuahua? Do you think his Kix has white hands or does he wear gloves? I think he has white hands just because of the fuzziness on the edge, but I could be wrong. He could be wearing fuzzy gloves. If anybody remembers Lipstick Gate, where that lady claimed that white fuzzy gloves were to blame for the stuff in the lipstick. Maybe he's wearing those. Not even the worst DSC. Kix with Guyliner, you're getting it dirty, just kidding. He's got great boots for a guy named Kix. Thank you. Alright, I'm letting it cook here for another second, just because I know the stream is a little bit behind. I want everyone's 2 cents on Kix. I think he looks cute. I think we can wrap him up for the evening. I want to get my little list picker tool thing ready, though, for requests. Let me get that pulled up. It's 9 o'clock. We'll go to 10. We'll do a solid hour of some quick requests. We'll do like 3 or 4 of them, however many I can do in an hour. I was going to go till 9:30, but it's already 9 o'clock, so I'll just go to 10. Let him cook. He sells shoes. Yeah, it's old Kix. And everybody heckle me on social media tomorrow afternoon if I have not posted him and shared him with the world by then, because I didn't mean to wait 3 weeks to post Funchwai on Twitter. It just kind of happened like that. It's almost 11 Australia. It's almost lunchtime. Yeah, why would his name be Kinks? I don't know. People are... You know what? I thought he would have muddy boots, so my brain's not on this evening. So no judgment to anyone whose brain is not operating this evening. Alright, we're gonna put the random list generator thing in here. And I'm gonna choose one item right now. Probably because, yeah, you just heard the name wrong. I pronounce stuff that I've only read in books before, and I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but it is what it is. So we're gonna choose randomly. Drum roll. No, it picked something that I already did. Wait. No drum roll yet. I gotta go over the list with a fine-tooth comb because I left behind some stuff I already did. Cookie Crisp we can get rid of. Babar Badu did him. Kix I can remove from the list. We're removing that from the list because I already did it. Snoopy, Woodstock, Bluey. Okay. I think this is the list minus all the stuff I've already drawn. So, alright, now I'm going to choose randomly. Drum roll. And I got Trubbish. Okay, we're sketching Trubbish. So, this is Kix. Say goodbye to Kix for now. Farewell, Kix. We're gonna sketch a Trubbish here. And let me remove Trubbish from the list right now so I don't have to pick through the list again. Cool. Trubbish it is. So we're Googling Trubbish. Trubbish is so cute. How can Trubbish have any haters? I like the pose with his little flappy, like one arm up, one arm down kind of thing. He's just a little pile of trash. And aren't we all, folks? How is this not the most hashtag relatable Pokemon? He's so cute. He's like a little beanbag with teeth. Yeah, we're drawing some garbage. Yeah, now that I did this nice finished cute piece that everyone was waiting for, we're gonna draw some trash. We're drawing straight trash now. Alright. We're gonna get real silly with it because I don't want to follow too closely with the reference, so I'm gonna get kind of goofy with it and see how I feel about it. He's just a big lumpy bag, you know? And I'll clean up the sketch on top so it's not gonna look this crazy, but I want to get loosey-goosey with it because he's just a big old beanbag. You know what's a fun exercise that they have you do when you take an animation class in college? Is they have you animate a little beanbag who looks kind of like this. And you can get so much emotion out of just this thing. It's crazy. You can do like, he looks despondent and sad because he's flipped over like this. And he's got all his wrinkles and he's, you know? That's what Trubbish reminds me of, is this like emotive little beanbag. But I don't want to make Trubbish sad. We'll make Trubbish very delighted and happy and flapping his little trash arms. But that's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of the animation beanbag. So we're gonna do like, make him a little smaller, give him room for his trash arms. Maybe he's up on his tippy toes. Because he's so happy. Because he's not among haters, he's among fans. Here, this is a safe space for Trubbish to exist, this stream. We love Trubbish, folks, don't we? Garbage. Garbage. Say it like Danny DeVito in Always Sunny. I'm the trash man. I throw garbage all around the ring. This is what Danny DeVito wishes he was. We're gonna make his eyes extra big and goofy. I don't want to be too on model with him because he's this cute little trash guy. I want him to thrive here. This is a happy place for Trubbish. I want him to look floppy and beanbaggy and just happy. Turn his frown upside down. Give him a happy little smile. Something. He's got like 3 sharp teeth, it looks like. Is that silly or is that cute? I don't know. We're just rolling with it. Maybe it would be a little bit lower on his face like this. And we're gonna make him so happy. We're making Trubbish's day here. Is this how Trubbish would even smile? Or would it be like this, but he has his teeth on top? Like a bulldog or something. Chat, vote for the smile option number 1 in the chat. Or number 2. Cast your vote for how Trubbish's smile should look. Because I don't know what the on-model thing is, and I don't care to know. I just want to know how we're all feeling. Because it could go either way. A little teddy bear that's... Aww. That's so cute. Would the pillow have eyes on the pillow or the little wiggly things? In the animation exercise, no, it would just be the pillow, and that would be part of the challenge, is like showing emotion and through acting without a face. You know, it's just the beanbag. But in this case, Trubbish has everything. Trubbish has eyes and little feeties. Option 1. Okay, I'm leaving it option 1 for now, unless I'm incredibly outvoted. Because I agree with option 1, but here, I'm going to give him a little bit more room on the bottom of his body so you can do that little stitch, that little like zigzag. I want to push it but not make it too crazy, like that. And similarly on top, it's just 3 like that, and then maybe less high up here. Okay. And then an ear like this. An ear like this. Maybe we're gonna perk this ear up just a little bit because he's so overjoyed and like, yay. And maybe this arm is like here. The Pokemon Company released an official artwork that had all cat Pokemon in it. The image contained Trubbish. Oh, He's just a little trash cat. We're gonna move the mouth options up here, just in case anybody else would like to put in their 2 cents. It's like off screen right now. LOL. Alright. And his arms, usually like one's higher than the other it looks like, so we're gonna do this one up here, like this. And this one a little bit lower, but still high up, like this. And then just a hunk of whatever this is, whatever kind of garbage is in him. Trash. Oh, we could give Trubbish a teddy bear. Yes. Okay. What arm should have the teddy bear? Maybe... Well, I like this one being way high up because it looks very joyful. I'm even going to move it up a little bit more like this. I want the shape of this to, like, mesh well, if that makes sense. Like this to... Yeah. This negative space I want to look cool in between the ear and the thing. So, we're going to take this one away. Yeah, let's do a happy little teddy bear, because that is a really cute idea. We'll do like little paws like this. Maybe it's gonna look real messy for a second here, folks, while I figure this out. But and I want his eyes to be cute, but maybe a little bit off. So like one's a little bit lower and one's a little bit higher, but he's still very cute and very happy. He's like overjoyed. And he's got his little bear friend with his little chunks of trash on his hands, his arms. We're gonna have like this. We're gonna have one eye gone in the little bear. With the happy little mouth. Maybe one ear's got like fluff coming out of it. And one ear's sewn on correctly. This is already cute. I like him. And then he's got little bare feeties sticking out at the bottom. And the bare foot's got stitches on it because it had to get sewn back on. Something like that, because it's cute. Let me know how you're feeling about the bear, chat. If we can make the bear even cuter somehow. Ooh, I know how we can make it cuter. We're gonna squish him right up against his face. So we're gonna make it look like he's making a little indent on Trubbish's face, because he's smushed right up against it. Maybe even bring him in closer. Just a smidge. And then... Actually, take it back to where it was. And then I can make it more obviously squished by having a little squished cheek like this up against his eye. I think that's cute. He's just hugging his teddy bear. And then he's holding it very tightly. Like the grip around the teddy bear is nice and tight too. I think that's really cute. He's just so happy. He found it in the trash. He found it in the trash can. I love this Trubbish. I want to make the head a little bit less crazy on top, even though I said I was going to make it like, whoa. I just don't like how, like, Megamind it was looking. Okay. And then we're going to make the ears a little bit more interesting looking. I love this Trubbish. I think he's so cute. Have the stitches different colors? Yeah, aw. You know what? I wasn't going to do another final piece. I won't do a final of this tonight. Maybe I'll finalize Trubbish next week because I really like him. But I do want to put a flat, like, rough color pass underneath. Just so I can get an idea for, like, what the bear's doing with all the different Frankenstein together pieces and colors. You're going to dip, at least for now. Big truck went and parked next to you with the engine going. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Take care. The stream will be able to watch later if you like. I'm happy with the little Trubbish. He's so cute. Okay, I'm liking the rough sketch. I'm going to clean this sketch up a little bit and then do just a rough color pass on the bear, I think, and then we'll move on to another request. Because I don't want to get caught up in doing another thing all night, as much as I love this Trubbish. We're going to go in with the dry ink, my favorite brush. At like this big, yeah. Something like this. Ooh, I kind of like what it did with the ear shape there. I'm just going to leave that, actually. Because I'm a fan of what it did there. Serendipitously. Make sure to flip them. You know what? You're right. We're flipping. We're going to group it. Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. I think he looks pretty good flipped. I'm going to distort it just a little bit this way to even it out. But I think that still looks pretty good flipped. I think that passes the flip check. Alright. Cute trash monster. Yes, he is. Oops. If Trubbish has one fan, it's me. Or whatever the meme is, I don't know. My brain's not working to remember the full meme, but you get the idea. Trubbish haters will get blocked and banned. He's such a cutie. Oh, you're right. My bad. Good call, thank you. I have like, so the YouTube I have open is just to see the chat, because for some reason the chat thing doesn't work in OBS, so I can only see like the bottom third of my stream, so I can see my face, to make sure the camera works and everything. So I didn't notice the line art thing, so thanks. I don't know why it's like that. It's like, what's the threshold? Let me check. 34? Yeah, that's where it's like, we're gonna put it like that. Good call. Thank you for the reminder. It's so different on my end. It's crazy. Because I can see it way down to like 10% or whatever. So I don't know why there's such a huge difference in that, but oh well. Little beanbag body. That's a better line. You're welcome. Always here to. I appreciate it. Truly. Anything that makes the stream better. I have great hecklers here. Even if I only have like 2 people in stream, I will know if my audio's messed up or my screen's messed up like immediately. So that's good. I really appreciate it. Okay. Do the smile. Do these big old teeth. Do another zigzag here. Ooh, I want them to be the same size as the ones on top. Like as far as how thick they are? I don't know. That works, I think. It's okay if it's not totally even. He's a bag of trash. It's okay. It's okay. That eye shape looks good. Let's do really push that line there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling that. BRB, no problem. Ooh, I like what I accidentally did there. I'm gonna do the same thing with this arm. I like the squared end with the round. I think that's cool. Didn't mean to do that, but I'm rocking with it. then do, this one's facing down, so we're gonna do some stitches. Are the neighbors lighting off fireworks? What in the world? Oh well. And then we'll do the alternate arm on top, so it's not matchy-matchy, because I think that looks cooler. Alright. And then this. Okay, I think that looks cute. Stitch 1, stitch 2, and then the little muzzle. Ooh, maybe I'll define that with color. We're not doing So we're really gonna make the sketch invisible for real this time, and just do a quick color pass on the bear. So I want yellow for the muzzle, and we'll do something inspired by stitches from Animal Crossing, I think, but not directly. I do want to use some orange, I think. And purple, because they are good colors together. So muzzle there. Let's do bright orange for the face. We're going to change that yellow because it looks kind of gray and dingy next to that orange, I think. Let's make this a little bit brighter and lighter. More lemony yellow. Yeah, that's cute. Because it looks like it started as an original teddy bear, right? So we're going to keep... This is like the original color of what it was. This whole arm is going to be a different color. This whole arm is going to be a different color. But I think these bottom parts are going to be the original. And then maybe this whole leg is original, but this part will be like darker. Because it was dirtier, but the end foot piece got cleaned up in the wash or something. And everything else is going to be a different color because it was just pieced together with other teddy bear pieces from other trash teddy bears. Let's do a blue ear, kind of like a denim material, I think, would be cute. And maybe we'll have that same denim material on the bottom here, like a jean color. Maybe I'll even add like a jean texture. Oops. The jean bear, like a doodle bear kind of texture. And then something just totally random for the other two. Like we'll do like a pink. Oop, that's not pink. I guess it is, but it's real dark. Do a pink like that. And then light like that. And then we'll do, I wanted to do a little bit of purple as a nod to stitches, so we'll do purple over here. Like crazy bright purple. In the ear like that. And then this jean bear, the jer, we'll do lighter on the inside and lighter on the end here as well. I think that's pretty cute. What do we all think? This is just the rough color pass. I'll do a finished Trubbish some other time, I think. I'll take this one and finish it up. Maybe next week? But I'd like to do... It's 9:13. I got time for at least 2 more concepts or sketches or whatever before I get off here, I think. I'm gonna let everyone give me their 2 cents while I sip what's left in my water here. Oh, I still have a full glass. Let me just check. I have like one thing I have to do after stream as well. Okay, that's done, that's done. Okay. Trubbish. Alright, I think we're good with Trubbish. I'm gonna make him dance on screen here for a little bit. I am going to try to make him wiggle and move while I go back to the random picker thing. Where did it go? Okay. Let me remove Trubbish from the list. And we're going to randomly choose the next sketch, which is... That's not a drum roll with one hand. Sunny Cocoa Puffs. I didn't do him yet already, did I? No, I did the Cookie Crisp guy. So we're doing Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Sunny Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, I didn't draw him, did I? No. Okay. I'm going crazy. I feel like I've drawn him, but I've also drawn several different cereal mascots, so... Waving Trash Child. It's a cereal mascot in America. He's a bird that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, which is a chocolate cereal. Somebody requested him a few streams ago because somebody else was talking about cereal mascots. So he just made it to the list. I'm just looking up a good ref for him right now. I guess the picture of him on the cereal bowl, or the cereal box, is about as good as we're gonna get. No. We're gonna go with this ref image. Yeah, we are old. And also, I don't know if they have Cocoa Puffs in Australia. You have some other cereals mascots, I'm sure. I'm sure they still have this guy at the supermarket, I'm like pretty sure. I don't know, I haven't bought a box of cereal in a hot minute, I couldn't tell you. I don't know who all the guys are anymore. Alright. We're just gonna do from the head up, because I'm getting a little bit sleepy, to be completely frank with you guys, and I do want to do one more request at least before I get off here. I was planning on 9:30 and my brain is telling me 9:30. We're gonna go 9:45 or 10. We're gonna make it last. But I want to do at least one more request after this, if not two. So we're gonna do like torso up shot, because really that's all it is on the cereal boxes anyhow. And we're gonna make him absolutely nutty for Cocoa Puffs. Maybe we get real abstract with it and like not on model, like truly not on model, the way that I thought Trubbish was going to be, but Trubbish ended up looking pretty close to the ref in the end. We're really going to push Sunny here and make him nuts. He's absolutely insane for Cocoa Puffs. His eyebrows are already floating off his head, but we're really gonna get them off of the head like this. This doesn't even look too much different than the ref. Gotta push, push, push. He's got like crazy spiky feathers at the end because he's just so amped up by the idea of digging into some Cocoa Puffs. Let's see. Maybe we're gonna make him left-handed for the sake of me not wanting to fix what I just drew. Which I think the Cookie Crisp wolf was also left-handed in the sketch, if I remember correctly. I could also flip the sketch and then it would be right-handed, but we're getting real funky with this one. And then we'll clean it up and make sense of it in a minute. Ooh, not what I wanted to do. Holding a bowl of Cocoa Puffs. Which I don't even remember what Cocoa Puffs look like. Are they just little, like, balls? Like, Cocoa Puffs cereal. I think it's just like little chocolate balls. Yeah, it is. Okay. Phew. I didn't completely lose all memory of everything cereal related. And we're gonna get funky with the shapes of them too. Just something like that. Even though they're in real life, they're all evenly sized. That's incredibly boring to draw, so we're gonna make them maybe like a little bit different and a little bit like oval and like funky. Something like this. He's freaking pumped for some Cocoa Puffs. Is this hand making any sense at all? No, it is not. Okay. So, yeah, that's better. He's got an iron he's got the Squidward firmly grasp it grip on this spoon right now. It looks like someone you'd run into in the streets of Maryland. Yeah, I've met a few guys like this in Chicago as well. They're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's what's going on. We need to give these guys some cereal. That's what's really happening. Okay. Try at least one Friday to go Field of Screams in October. Oh, you know what? I forgot it's almost spooky season. I should do like a special list of all like Halloween-y related or horror movie or horror things and just randomly pick from that for a stream in October. I have a Halloween party to go to, but I think it's on a Saturday, so I should be good to stream the Friday before Halloween as well. So that might be the stream to do an all like spooky themed or Halloween themed. It could be cute stuff too, like a little black cat popping out of a pumpkin, or like, you know, it can be whatever. Halloween themed, spooky season themed. Got anything like that down there? Is it like a haunted house where like, because I'm used to like, you know, Cedar Point will do Halloween weekends or what, you know, they revamp the theme park to like make it spooky. Or Halloween Horror Nights in Universal. That's really fun. That is always a good time. I need to make a visit to my cousins down in Florida sometime. Maybe next Halloween. And you know what? I have a friend out in California. I've been promising I'm going to go see her for Halloween for like the past several years, and I just never do it. I just got back from a trip. I'm not doing that this year, but maybe next year. And anyway, I have a party to go to, so. And it's good because I really wanted to go to the Ren Fair this year, and nobody wanted to go to the Ren Fair, so I have all this Ren Fair stuff. And then the Halloween party I'm going to is like fantasy themed, like dark castle, gothic castle, whatever. So I'm just gonna be a goth peasant. I don't know, it's all red, like a red cape, red peasant dress, off-white like peasant top, and then black boots. So I'll just be like a goth hobbit. So whatever. Anyway, I get to reuse the crap I didn't get to wear, so it wasn't a waste of money after all. Works out perfectly for me. Actually, this sketch is kind of fire. Chat. I kind of cooked here. I think this is pretty good. We're gonna outline it real quick to make it look even prettier. Or I'm gonna make sure you can actually see that sketch. There we go. Oh, we gotta flip it as well. We gotta flip it. It looks just as beautiful flipped. Not gonna lie. I'm loving it. Chat, I cooked a bit. I fear. A horror house theme park. Spooky, scary skeletons shivered down my spine. Yes, exactly. Giving out candy's fun. That's you're doing a civic duty. Somebody's got to be the old fart handing out candy. It's an honored role for elders. Take pride in being the guy handing out the candy. Last year or the year before I did Halloween karaoke, and that was fun, except for I did Bring Me to Life by Evanescence as a duet with the guy I was with, and then like 5 songs later somebody else did it, and it was like, what a horrible karaoke DJ, KJ. Like, you don't let people do the same songs twice in one night. You tell them, sorry, somebody already did it. Like, I've gone into bars trying to do You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette to be told, oh, somebody already did it. Like, okay, cool, I'll pick something else. Like, nobody wants to hear the same song twice in one night. That's ridiculous. And their version was worse. So it was like, even... it was even more disappointing. Because people already heard it, but done better. Earlier in the night, so... I don't want it to touch the edge of the bowl. It's gonna look kind of like boba tea balls. That's okay. Maybe I'll touch the edge down here because I kind of like how that looks. I don't like how it looks touching the top edge, and I don't know why. And then I'll do a layer on top to make sure that these are brown, because I don't like that they're like, You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, I like the shape of these wings better. We're gonna real quick fix these because I don't like how pointy these are. I like what I did just now. We're gonna fix that. I like this, like, not quite. That's it. Like this. I like that shape better. Yeah, that's more to my liking. And then look at these. I'm like falling off camera again. Imagine him so crazy he thinks the kids are food and he tries to eat them. Yeah, that might be what's happening. Like, in his mind, this is what's happening. But in reality, there's just like, I don't know, a cat or a kid or a bike. Maybe he stole somebody's bike and he's eating somebody's tire right now. And that's what's really happening. He's just eating bike locks or something. I don't know. Something that's not Cocoa Puffs. I don't like how that's connecting to that, but I also don't want to put too much thought into it because I kind of like how messy it is. Let me think for a second. Okay, I got it. We're gonna just separate this so it's like, yeah. So it's like, yeah. It's just a little bit separate from the spoon. That's fine. That's fine for my needs. We don't want the spoon that pointy. And there we go. Can we add the monkey mascot of the Cocoa Pops from Australia to the list, please? Yeah, I'll write Cocoa Pops Australia specifically. Cocoa Pops Australia. Added to the list. What happened? I don't know. It just said chat disconnected, and then now it says successfully connected. So I don't know if the stream just like died for a second there. It shouldn't have. My connection says excellent on OBS, so I don't know what happened, but that's the second time that's happened tonight where it says chat disconnected and then reconnected. No clue. It might be just a YouTube thing. No idea. Never seen that before tonight either. And nobody like said anything crazy either, so, and I'm not using copyrighted music or anything, like, well, it's like slightly edited copyrighted music, so it should be chill. I haven't gotten flagged for it yet. And anyway, that wouldn't get a live stream pulled, it would just get the replay demonetized, so I have no idea. It was a lumpy touch about that Flintstone cereal. Which one, the Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles? Because I like both of those. Both of those are also accidentally vegan, along with Captain Crunch, because they don't use animal-based vitamin D3 powder in them. Fun fact. I made him look too sane with the eyes. We're gonna make the eyes look a little wackier. Really tiny pupils means crazier looking. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Oops. Like at this. Like at this. Like at this. Like at this. Then clean that up. Do an eyebrow up here. I'm going to chop the end of that off to make it more square, because I think it'll look cooler. Like this. And like this. I'm feeling that. I'm going to add even a quick... No, I don't want to add shadow to this. I don't want to overwork it. I think that looks pretty good. For like a real quick, like mindless, like lol sketch, I think it looks pretty good. I just want to make these a little bit thicker because they looked weirdly thin to me. Maybe this line as well, just make this a little bit heavier on the bottom. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good, to be honest. Let me put it like here. I think that looks pretty good for a quick sketch, I'm not gonna lie. I think I ate a little bit. I nibbled. Horatio Magellan Crunch. Yeah, it's wild that he has a full name. To me, he's just Captain. Every time I look in the webcam as I look up, like right now, I think, oh, I look so cute. And then I see the replay of me a minute ago, and I'm just like, so we're drawing Cocoa Puffs. I don't know. I feel like I look crazy in the like minute ago me. And again, like I put barely any makeup on, but I look like I have a cold because it's like pink with whatever. Nobody cares but me. All right, moving on. Where is the random picker thing? Let me get rid of Sunny Cocoa Puffs on here. On this list, I have this, you know what, I'm just going to copy and paste the same list from the desktop that's correct and up to date. He had an enemy named Jean Lafoot. I don't like that he had foot in his name. Was he selling like a foot flavored cereal? What was his deal? Okay, we're going to do a drum roll for either the last or second to last request of the evening, depending on how EP I feel after I do this one. So, yeah, thinking face. Just like, I don't know. It's just not a flattering look. And then I look in the webcam, I think, oh, I look so cute. Okay. Choose randomly. Hoodwink Dota 2. Was that your request, or was that some other Dota enjoyer? Or I can't remember if you're a Dota enjoyer or hater. But anyway, that's what I got, so that's what we're doing. Hoodwink Dota 2. Let's see how much brain power I want to expend on this. Whoops. Bring back my iPad. Whoop. The bird does not have a nose hole. Hold on a second. Does he in the ref? Cocoa Puffs. Sunny. He doesn't in the ref either. You know what? He can only breathe through his mouth. He's choosing between breathing and eating Cocoa Puffs, and he chooses eating Cocoa Puffs every time. What a guy. What a legend. He was a barefoot pirate. Guess he was homeless or a drug dealer? I didn't know all this lore. This, like... Oh man, this is like a complicated looking character, but he is cute. We're gonna do, like, a bare bones rough sketch of this guy, and maybe come back to it another day. Because I want to honor the random picker. I don't want to re-roll. But, like... The weapon it's holding is like a lot for my brain right now. We're gonna just do the character standing looking cute, and then we'll come back to it with a weapon at some other point. Because this is a lot of thinking involved. Here, this is a good ref. This is a thinking man sketch. Mouth breather. Man, is there a ref that doesn't have it holding the weapon? I guess the weapon is like an integral part of it, isn't it? Oh no, there's some cute fan art of it, just from the waist up looking cute. Alright, we're gonna use this as inspo. Without the weapon. I think it's fan art, but I'm gonna do fan art on one window, and then like official art on the other, so I'm getting the right idea. We might just make this just from the waist up, because, I don't have that much brain power in me tonight, folks. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing the weapon. That's too much for me right now. That involves like a level of care and devotion to this character I do not have this evening. Sorry for the hiccup. Okay, I kind of like the little feeties though, so maybe we'll do a full body, but we'll keep it real simple and cute and cartoony. We're doing this in Alyssa style. It's not going to be... It's not going to look like official character art. I'll just say that. We'll do, like... I like the shape that the mask makes here. Or not the mask, the hood. This opening shape is really interesting to my eye. So we're going to try to figure this out. And try to not make it look like the ref too much. I like the fuzzy little ear tip. The tiny little snout. Big eye, tiny snout. This is already classic Alyssa proportions. Teeny little snout. Chubby little cheek. And then the fan art has very luscious eyelashes, but the official art, it looks like it's just kind of like a nice eyeliner. So we're going to do a pointed, like, eye shape on the edge to do kind of the best of both worlds here. Because I like what the fan art's doing, but... And then lower forehead than I'm used to. More squishy. Do what you will. Yeah, it's not going to be like Magic the Gathering card level art here. I do like the eye mask that it's got too. Classic like Chippendale little eye mask. Baby tiny nose. And then maybe looking off over to the side because it heard something. Looks like a ranger or a rogue or something. I don't know anything about this character for the record if you couldn't tell. So I'm just kind of going with the flow of whatever I feel feels right. But let me know if I have it totally wrong. Yeah, I couldn't remember if you were a Dota enjoyer or hater, or maybe both, because that seems to be the case for a few games you play where it's like, yeah, this game stinks and the community stinks, but I'm still playing it. That's me with Sims 4. The game sucks, and every new expansion pack sucks. And I still play it all the time. This necklace, it's like this triangle is a little bit higher than this one. Something like that. This is a Hoodwink from Dota 2. He'll explain the lore to me. Let me pull up another ref here just to see. Because I don't know if that's a fan art thing that she's like busty. I'm assuming in official art she's just a squirrel, you know? Fan art tends to do that. I just want to know what the realty is. Ooh, this is a good close-up of the eyes. Hold on, let me open that ref too. That's a really good ref. Or is it like squirrel proportions like Disney where it's like that? You know, I'm just gonna do that. Where it's not so much busty as it is just the shape of the sternum of the squirrel, you know? More animal-y, more cutesy. You know? Because that seems to be the vibe with the stance with the little feeties down here. It's a little more squirrely. A little more Zootopia-y with it. Less furry bait, you know? Because fan art's one thing. That was my favorite thing about when they did the new Space Jam, and everybody's just like, oh no, they made Lola Bunny less hot or whatever, and everybody was posting fan art to prove their point. It was not, they were never sharing screenshots from the actual Space Jam movie. They were sharing like fan art. It's like, yeah, of course she doesn't look like that. She never looked like that. That was pretty funny. And also, nobody was ever going to go see the new Space Jam movie, so it really didn't matter anyway, but people love to get mad on the internet about absolutely nothing. Like, the first Space Jam wasn't even good. The second one, certainly not. Like, is this your sacred culture? Like, it's not even good. Oh, to see, like, the squirrel body? Okay. Let me see. Dota 2. Yeah, I wanna see the build here. Okay, yeah, it's like wider at the bottom. Okay, cool. That's an interesting character design, actually. It's hard to see with, like, the weapon in the way and the clothes. I couldn't, like, make it out. Okay. Open image in new tab. That's a good ref, actually. Yeah, it's like tiny head and then, like, big old legs on bottom. This is a little like a Chip and Dale character wearing a Halloween costume, more than, like, the actual character. I'm gonna push the leg out like that, and then... This isn't even quite like the ref, it's a little bit my style, but that's okay. We're gonna do just a sketch of the clothesless body just to get an idea of what's going on here. And then I like the pose with the little, like the hands on the hood that the fan art has, but I don't know what to do with the hands just yet. Let me think it through. Where did that other ref go that I was looking at for the eyes? That's really cute. She has a cute little, like, it's not quite a triangle. Like this kind of nose. That's like squared off a little bit. I want her to look a little bit sus of like whatever her surroundings are. And there's like eyeshadow underneath, it looks like smudged, like eyeliner. Just a little bit though. And then dark brown eyes, it looks like. We're gonna do a shadow inside. This is such a messy sketch. Maybe this will be the last one I do for the night, because there's only a few viewers here and I want this one to look good now that I'm invested in it. I'm like feeling it now. I'm getting a feel for the character. The cheeks are a little bit more pointed out like this. She looks like worried, I think, is the vibe. Like, what's that? What's that noise? More alert than worried. Raised eyebrows. Paying attention to her surroundings. The necklace is like here. And then I have to look at the rest of the costume ref, or the outfit. Ooh, wait, no. Keep zooming into this. What is going on with the hat, where it's got like this little stem at the top, the hood? I'm losing my voice, folks. It's got like a little leafy stem at the top almost, and then it's got like a leaf that curls here. I wanted it to be simple, but the more I look at it, the more I want it to look like the ref. This happens to me every sketch, I think. Except for Cocoa Puffs. He's the only one I kept really simple. And just kind of churned that one out. I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe I do want it to actually look pretty decent. Okay. Close. No, I'm going to leave that open. Can anybody show me... Computer, show me Hoodwink Dota 2 outfit. Just show without the weapon in front. All I'm getting is like fan art for that. This is an okay ref actually. Open image in new tab. Of course the weapon's like front and center. Okay, I'm gonna do the best I can. Because it looks like there's this complicated like chest plate thing underneath, and then... Can I get... I just need one ref where there's no... Okay, this is somebody's fan art and DeviantArt, but it looks correct. Yeah, okay. We're gonna roll with this. And there in the DeviantArt one, it looks like two different leaves that are like this for the necklace. Whatever. We're gonna leave it like this. And she's got some kind of like pack thing around her midsection. Close this one out because I don't know what's going on with this. We're gonna overly simplify what's going on here because I don't know what this is supposed to be. It looks like some kind of like belt made of like bags of stuff around her body. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But I like this big acorn thing they have here, and I'm gonna really emphasize this and make it bigger than the ref because it's cute. She has this like, in the fan art, I don't know if this is like a real thing she has in the game, so I apologize, but the fan art, it looks really cute. And it's got like silver detail around it. This looks like a thing that would be in the game, like some kind of item. So I'm going to presume that this is game accurate. If it's not, I'm sorry. I'm just wasting everybody's time. But I think it's a cute little detail to have wrapped around her. Oh, it's real. She throws it. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, because I like how it looks, so. We're gonna make it a big old acorn over here, hanging off her hip. Even more of a, like, I can't remember what the style of pants is called. Like the genie pants is kind of like the silhouette she's got here. Zoom out, and she has her little thumb toes as well, it looks like, in the ref. I say the ref, but it's DeviantArt fan art, so forgive me if it ain't accurate. And she's got like this cool like hammer thing in this as well, which does look easier to draw than the like bow I've been seeing in the other pics. Maybe I'll just have her looking alert and nothing in her hands, just like, what's that? And then I want to do her big floofy tail. She's got like a big chunky tail. That's not a very dynamic pose for this arm. What can I do with this arm? She's like in the middle of wanting to turn the corner or grab her acorn. Ooh, that's it. She's like ready. She's like itching to grab her acorn thing. That'll do it. She's like on the edge about whether she needs to or not. And then just got one hand over here, just kind of doing this. I'll figure that out in a minute. This is just a blobby mess at the moment. Something like this. Maybe make this part of the arm a little bit longer. Yeah. Link of official artwork? Yes. That would be great. Even if you just tell me the website, like... I need to get a look at the outfit without, the weapon in front of it. I'm having a hard time on just Google images. I haven't resorted to Bing images yet, but that's the next step. I'm gonna take in this waist a little bit because she is very exaggerated like that. It's got like this leafy kind of hoodie. It's kind of sideways on her, like this, and then this like chest plate. It looks like this. Should be right there. Yeah, I think it blocks links in YouTube chat, so I think only you're seeing it. If you just like let me know the website without typing like .com or any of that, I think YouTube filters it out, unfortunately. Oh, she's got like a little, this kind of detail under her eye, looks like triangles. Or whatever I would be able to Google in order to find it, you know what I mean? Because I think YouTube just like filters it. Unfortunately. I think this DeviantArt fan art is doing okay for my purposes. You know? But also this other art is like... No, that's accurate, okay. Think I'm gonna go now? Yeah, this might be my last for the evening anyway, so you're not gonna miss too much. So peace out, have a great rest of your day. Your day is just getting started over there. Yeah, I think this is gonna do me just fine for this sketch. I can always pick this one back up next week too. 'Cause I don't know if you can tell, I'm getting very sleepy. I don't know what the deal is lately. I can't get enough sleep. And I still have to get some work done after this as well. Yeesh. Yeesh. I think this will be a good skeleton, you know? And then I can pick it back up next week. And you can DM me, like, good ref, too. That way I'm not, like, stuck going, tell me the name of the website. Just DM me on something, I don't know, or email me. The contact form on my website. I don't know. If you have no way to reach me. If you've nuked all your social media. That's cool, too. Reach me via contact form with the ref URLs, and I'll pull it up and finish this up next week, I think. Because I am kind of liking where this is going. I think this is good bones, you know? I think there's something to this. I could push it even further. Push this hand out, you know? There's something here. I'm not cooking just yet, but I'm like prepping the ingredients, you know? I'm in the kitchen. I have a vision. I want this to be in a little bit. Because I'm feeling this so far. I think she's coming somewhere. And the back, it looks like it swoops out like this, the back of the hood. Like very leaf-like. Yeah, I still use Discord. I might have a different account. Definitely have a different account. Everything I use online now is Alyssa Aaron. So if you look up Alyssa Aaron on Discord, I'll be on there. I think that's the username because they don't do the numbers anymore, right? So I think it's just Alyssa Aaron. I use it primarily for my Neopet stuff. So, but I am on there. Either Discord or contact form on my website works. Honestly, it just forwards to my email. So, and I'm an old person that uses email for more things than I probably should. Ooh, actually, distorting it a little bit this ways is not a bad idea. That actually kind of helps, I think. And then I want to make this top part just a wee bit thinner, like squished in a little bit like that. Ooh, yeah. This is coming together. This is going somewhere, I think. Yeah, just send it via email, that's fine. If you can't find my email on my website, just use the contact form. It'll bounce there and I'll reply so that you have my email. But it should be just alyssaaaronart@gmail.com. Or if you have an old email address, they all forward to the same inbox, so it really doesn't matter. They all go to my Gmail. Yeah, I think this is coming along. I'm curious about this belt area, because I think I have this totally wrong. There's the hiccup that I've been holding in. It's almost 10 o'clock. I think this is really good progress, actually, considering I've never seen this character before in my life. Until this moment. I got most of it down. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this back up as the like start of next week's stream, and then do just a bunch of requests. And maybe some progress on the next stream graphic, like Figment or whatever is next on the list, or Lady from Lady and the Tramp. I'll figure it out next week. But I think this will be this will be to next week what Kix was to this week. I'll do a little finish something. I don't want to do the lineless style in this one. I think I'll do some nice line art and do a like color pass underneath. I think that'll suit this character a little better than the like lineless style. Just to get all those nice little details in. I think some good line art would be nice on this one. Is to learn their personality. Yeah, I can Google more about the character too and figure out how on course I am. See, I don't even know. I can't even form a sentence anymore. It's time for me to log off. But yeah, I think this is a good start. I'm going to recap what I did for all 3 of you who are here right now. So I did this Hoodwink Dota character. I did Sunny from Cocoa Puff cereal. I did Trubbish. And I did Kix. So, all in all, pretty successful stream. Good batch, good crop of art for 2 hours worth of effort, especially on like 50% battery. Yeah. Tired stream, but not bad. Not a bad output. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. I will see y'all next